What's up, y'all? I just saw like a video of like how like women should like act or whatever, or for or women, because a lot of guys are going to like other countries and are saying that the women in the other countries are far, just the way they act, their attitudes are way better than ones here, which that is true, because the culture, they go into other country. But I don't want to be this person to put other types of nationalities of women on the pedestal compared to other culture of women, because the geography of the fucking countries and shit, I'm not gonna do that, because I think all women are kind of like are kind of like the same. They're all like the same. They may have ranges of personalities, but I think they're the same. So I'm not gonna be the secret simp, just because, they have a different, they speak a different language, you know what I'm saying? Or they could, use a damn chopstick, or some shit like that, So, I want to talk about, like, this is how I know how women should, like, kind of treat you. How she should come off to you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we deal with, like, these women or whatever. We gotta go out our own way. We gotta spend our money. You know what I'm saying? And we just gotta just validate them. Be like, you're so beautiful, and yeah, and just for them just to be happy at least, because we feel like if we don't do it, we're going to be alone, and for the most part, we kind of will, because what woman doesn't want to feel good, right? Yeah, bro, you do this, but this is what happened to me, kind of when I realized you really ain't supposed to be doing all this shit. I mean, if you feel like a girl really looks good and she's awesome, okay, but just keep it there. Just keep that to yourself. That's when I realized you don't even have to do that. I'm not saying don't do that or don't do that, but according to nature, that's not even what's going to be done. She's going to offer herself towards you. She's going to give in. She's going to be almost enchanting. She's going to smile. She's going to want to come into your world. Right? That's how it should kind of be. I'm not saying that happened, but I'm going to show you kind of like a glimpse. So, it was back in 2020. I don't know what the hell I did. I just shifted myself in the moment. I don't know what I did. I just became present. I don't know what I'd done. And literally, the women. So, around the time, I was 16 turning 17. Around that period of time. So, I was just a young kid, right? Learning this stuff. I don't know how relationships work or this. How women are supposed to act. Feminine, masculine, all that stuff. I'm just getting kind of into that. I don't know how dynamics of that shit works. And I don't know what I done, bro. Literally, I just shifted my energy. Just being in a moment or whatever. And literally, the woman, like the girls that was like around me, their energies changed also. And I noticed they were like, it just changed, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, I'm still trying to like make sense of it, because that doesn't happen now. Because they be looking at you, they don't say nothing. They give you this look like, please get the fuck away from me. I have nothing to explain to you. But I don't know what happened, bro. They just, both of them offered me kind of water. This was in the span of days and weeks. Both of them offered me water. Like, you want water? One of them asked for like my Instagram, like, one of the guys was like, hey, bro, I don't know what the fuck I done, bro. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what I done. Because clearly something is not working now. Like, I don't know. Clearly DMing them and trying to be cool doesn't fucking work. Clearly that shit is out of our control. It's just their whole attitude just changed towards me, bro. And I didn't have no game. I didn't have no six pack. I wasn't alpha. Or none of that shit. I mean, I knew about alphas. But it was something energetic that happened. And I wasn't even like locked in. I changed my energy in a moment. Just me being present, and their energies changed also. Like, it was within a span of seconds, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I realized, us guys, we're doing all this chasing, all this sending cash apps, and all this tricking. We're actually kind of ruining the pool. We're turning these women kind of crazy. We're doing all this shit. We've been taught to do this shit. We don't have to do that. Nature says otherwise. If you have the right energy, the right alignment of this energy, everything will just go as it needs to go in that order right then and there. You don't have to, like, go out of your own way or throw your hoodie on the ground. You see, this is why society chose us to act this way, so we could repel women and be an incel and fuck the family, because they know women don't respect no nice guy, respect subservient behavior. You know, we've been taught to do that. So it's so bad to the point where we gotta go to a different country. Why the hell do I want to go to a different country just for a woman to say hi to me? Just for me to, like, it's just kind of goofy to me that you got to do all this nonsense. You know? That's when I had to realize we don't have to do any of that shit. That's social conditioning. Oh, you got to do this. You got to tell her how her day was. You got to give her your hoodie. You got to slide in her DM and tell her, hey, beautiful. Hey, I love you. You got to do all this simp ass shit. Or you got to send her Cash App. Hey, pumpkin pie. I remember, you got to do all this shit. Or you got to come off to her as a friend, so you can make her feel comfortable, so you don't come off as you're trying to sleep with her. All these dumb tactics. If you do all that shit, you're going to stay an incel. We're not supposed to do that, bro. We're supposed to be still and vibrate. And a woman just respond as that. That's all we're supposed to be. Anything else is just, you're being fucking, you're being extorted. Anything outside of that, you're being extorted. If a girl's telling you, cash at me, do this, you're being robbed. Because according to nature, you ain't supposed to fucking do that. That does not happen. So a girl tells you $100 for FaceTime, just know that just know what she is. Because according to nature, that ain't supposed to happen. Society makes us act our nature. This is why women are not feminine here and have this look, because they've been taught that. And guys respond to them in such a way, which is like so not needed. You know, this is just crazy, bro, that we do all this shit and we end up alone. We waste all this money and time, all these dates, and all we do is just gotta just be, and it just happens. Literally, that's all I did. All I did was just be, stood there, my energy just changed, and they changed. I don't know if that shit works now, you know, but I don't really know, because Because these girls, they saying that they want you to be a 6'6" guy. And, take them out and all this kind of shit. You know? But I don't know. But at the end of the day, women are women, bro. All I did was be still, done it, and my reality just, with energy just changed, bro. I'm still trying to figure out, because I try to do it now, it just don't work. Like, I'm not saying it don't work, but it kind of takes time. Like, it's just so weird. It happened just a couple of times. Like, I don't even think it would happen to me, because I don't know, bro. I've never experienced that. A woman smiling at me and offering herself to me, like, or asking me certain questions, like wanting to get to know me or some shit, or giving me her Instagram in front of everybody. Like, that shit was weird, bro. That shit never happened to me like that. And it never happened to you guys. It happened to like that. That's when I realized we're not supposed to be doing all this shit. All this dating advice. We're becoming tricks. That's what we're doing. We're becoming, you know, we're not becoming the guys that we need to become. You know? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy how we do all this nonsense, but we get nowhere. You guys are still incels. We're still alone. We're still on dating apps. We're still DMs, and we still don't get no response. We're still left on red. You know, we're still treated like a fucking fan. We're not even a fan. We're just dust. This is crazy, bro. This is really, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck did I do? Because that never happened to me before. It was back in 2020. All I did, I just stood there, just in something around my energy just changed. That I felt it too. And the girl was like, let me get your Instagram or get that. Like, in front of there was guys there too. We was in a basketball court. And the guys is telling her, yo, you know she has a boyfriend, right? I'm like, huh? Did she just... I'm like, what the fuck? That shit threw me off. Not that she had a boyfriend, but her whole attitude just changed. Because before, I was just a regular guy. We was just all hanging out playing basketball. Until something changed about me, your whole thing shifts where you want to, like... This is crazy. This is really insane, bro. That really, like, made me realize that, because that never happened to me at all. Because before, 10 minutes ago, I was like an incel. And, of course, it ends up not going your way because you get off that frame. You don't have that type of energy. And you lose frame, and you become like every other guy, like a simp. Because the way these platforms is, it's just not in your favor. When you get Instagram or Snapchat, it's just not in your favor. It's just crazy how that shit happened, bro. And I just made me realize how much guys are doing so much for a girl, and they're still getting left unread. They're still wasting their fucking money. It's just sad that they think they have to do all this nonsense. Currently, I'm like alone and single right now. I'm just riding the wave of life. But man, that really did show me that we're doing so much as men. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to be still, be us, and life just happens. Literally, that's all we're supposed to be. None of this stuff about providing, all this nonsense. All that shit's bogus. Providing, being six-figure, that's all nonsense, bro. That's some bullshit nonsense. All this stuff about making money, that's bullshit. Any woman comes at you as you need to make woman, then she's probably like a prostitute. Because who else needs money? What do you need all that money for? We need to be chicken on a jet for. Exactly. Exactly, bro. So if a girl tells you you need to pay money to see her or get her this done, bro, you are getting robbed. And you should question whether or not she is a viable mate for you, because you're being robbed. Because according to nature, that doesn't happen. Do males in the animal kingdom do? So why us human males do shit like this? I'm seeing my friend as a guy. He's breaking his back trying to talk to a woman. He's getting mad for not being able to approach them. This is crazy, bro. This is insane. Like, and I'm like looking at you like, bro, why are you doing this, bro? You're not making this any better. Just give up, man. I would have gave it up and said, fuck this, man. You might as well become a fucking, a NEET. If y'all know what a NEET is. Because, man, you're breaking your sweat. Because minutes ago, I was just an incel. And I had this girl come to me, too. Like, it was the weirdest shit. It don't happen like that no more. Because, I'm just all over the place right now. But it made me realize, bro, we don't have to do none of this shit. If men understood themselves, they wouldn't do this shit. Women will be begging in our footsteps or just admire us. But it's to the point where we got to leave the country because they no longer respect us. They don't appreciate us. They're like, get the fuck away from me before I call the nearest police officer. You know what I'm saying? It's so bad that we have to leave. They're just tired of this shit. Think all guys is the same. It's literally crazy, bro. Literally crazy. But I can't believe that happened to me like a couple of times. And it just made me realize that we don't got to do all this bullshit.